For joining. My name is Paul Richards, and I'm here with HuddleCam HD.
And my name is Patrick Kirby.
And today we have our spooky live stream that we're going to be showing. It's going to be super scary. We got a lot of cool things. Bunch of different joystick control things. We're showing live streaming with YouTube Live. We're going to show how we do that.
Yep. A little bit of the crossover from video streaming versus an online meeting. So
it's going to be fun. Playing around with a couple different backgrounds that we're going to be using. Because I don't want to get you guys too bored. So thinking about this one in the background. I got the moon in the background.
Yeah, so a couple different ones, couple haunted house themes for you.
We'll be switching back and forth between those, and we're going to explain how we're doing this. So we're doing a live video conference. We started a little early. There's going to be some people joining, but we're going to have a live video conference. People can join in, up to 50 people, full video and audio control. Then we're taking that entire video conference, capturing it with an Epiphan frame grabber, the AV.io, and we're streaming it out live to YouTube Live.
Yep.
Oh, and I forgot to mention, this is our first episode.
Oh, yeah.
This is episode 1. So thank you for joining. We're probably going to have, this is going to be a Friday weekly thing, barring holidays.
Yep.
Right?
Mm-hmm.
And we're talking to our boss about getting some free giveaways every week. We might be giving away a free license of Zoom video conferencing. Actually, we're definitely going to be doing that every week. So if anyone who joins today will get a free month of Zoom Video Conferencing Pro, and then hopefully even like a year. I don't know.
Yeah,
see.
Definitely have to see what we're able to give away, but there will be some prizes. Maybe this skull. I don't know. We like this guy, but don't want to lose your head over it.
We got other cool, scary backgrounds.
Plenty of bad jokes.
Plenty of bad jokes today. We're going to do camera control. Three or four different versions of camera control. So software camera control with the HuddleCam 10X we have here. We're going to do joystick control, which Pat has over here. Into that. We're going to talk about just the IR remote control. And then hopefully we're going to have the RocoSoft control wizard, Nick himself, Nick Pekorski, who is going to demonstrate far-end camera control, IP camera control, using this software and a whole bunch of other things. So we're really excited about that. So yeah, I guess let's get started.
Yeah. Sounds.
It's just about time. It's just about 1 o'clock here.
Yeah, 1 minute past 1. So.
All right, great. So the way we like to get started here is to demonstrate exactly what we are doing and how we're doing it, because this is a pretty cool, live streaming system, and we want to just kind of show you the back end. So this is actually our back end right here. So what you're looking at is vMix, which we've got a couple different pre-recorded video templates. Unfortunately, this one's glitching out a little bit. Let's see if we can slow it down. We've got 4 different video animations that we do. This one here is actually is showing the video conference. We're pulling it in with that Epiphan capture card. This one, if we wanted to switch to let's say if I wanted to switch to spooky layout, lay ourselves over that. Ourselves is the video conference call.
Yeah, right. Spooky.
And I want to show exactly how this is all getting set up. So here's the back end of YouTube Live. So in YouTube Live, what we've done is we've gone ahead and scheduled this live stream. You can see there's a couple seconds of latency there.
And that's not a big deal. Once again, so in a video conference scenario like this, obviously, that delay is minimal, but it might be an issue. But for streaming, people wouldn't know. They're just getting the video, a minute late or whatever. But the latency shouldn't be too much of an issue.
So that was the back end of YouTube Live, and then what we've done is we've actually embedded that YouTube Live video here. I'm not going to click this because it'll create some type of microphone distortion. We learned that in our beta test last week. But this is actually the live stream embedded into our website, so that when anyone who wants to go watch this stream can actually go ahead and watch it there. This is actually a WordPress website. You can see the back end of it actually right there. I won't go into that, but it's got a chat room right here. It's just a WordPress plugin so that people can actually chat during the live video conference. Yep. I'm told that YouTube Live is actually going to build that in soon, like a chat next to YouTube Live. And then let's show our setup really quickly and how we stream. So this is a wiring diagram. Again, we're not, there's no smoke and mirrors here. We're showing everyone how we did this. So we've got a regular video conferencing setup. Yep. We're a USB-based video conferencing company. It's what we do.
Yes.
So we took that and then we basically split off the HDMI from the Intel NUC we're using and used what's called a DA. And what that does is it takes one HDMI input and it splits it to two. So now me and Pat are looking at our projector with our stream here, and then this Epiphan AV.io adapter here is taking the second HDMI input and converting it to USB 3.0.
Yep.
We found that's really the best way to get zero latency video back into the computer for streaming.
Yep, one of our favorite capture cards out there. They definitely make some quality products.
Yeah, Epiphan's great. We highly recommend them. And then also the other piece here that's doing a little bit of magic is that Habivision, the 1x2 HDMI splitter.
Yep.
I believe that's in the neighborhood of like $75 or something. It's really affordable.
Yeah, I think it's under $100.
It's under $100. So it's really cheap and affordable. The Epiphan piece is $350. So that's $350. And then assuming that you've already got a camera and a microphone to do a video conference call, that could be as simple as a laptop or HuddleCam, pan tilt zoom camera.
Or one of our several
PTZ cameras that we're going to show off here today. Assuming you have that in place, you really just need that Habivision piece, the Epiphan piece, and a laptop.
Yep.
And vMix.
Yeah, maybe Google Chrome.
or Chromebox.
Yeah. Or I mean, just a
we do
web
want
browser.
A web browser. We do want a Windows PC for this, for vMix.
We do a lot of our testing on PCs. Macs are great. Have slightly different characteristics to each their own.
Now, if you are a Mac house, Wirecast is a great option. Wirecast works on both Windows and PC. vMix, what we're using today, is just Windows based. So Wirecast is a great option for those of you who are Mac shops, because there are a lot of you out there.
Yep.
And then we're taking all of that information, this whole video conference, and we're streaming it to YouTube Live, which we just showed the back end there. So everything's streaming to YouTube Live, and YouTube it's free. Takes care of all the content delivery, all of the marketing on YouTube, and what we've actually been able to find out is that you can actually send multiple streams. So you can have like 4 or 5 different cameras, which are independent RTMP streams, and the end user can actually select which one they want to watch during your live stream.
Yep, and that's probably going to be coming and developing down the road. YouTube Live is still in beta. It's still the beta version. So how Google is going to leverage that and, in the future monetize it is going to be something that, we'll have to look, we'll look forward to seeing how they do that. But, live streaming is becoming more popular for all sorts of webinars, for services, church services, seminars, you name it. And if it's free, it's definitely going to expand your audience. Lots of people can click a YouTube link. It's very straightforward, familiar interface with a lot of people. So. And
you don't have to do what we're doing. So what we're doing is we're using Zoom video conferencing, which is really awesome. We're going to give away free licenses of Zoom really awesome video conferencing system that we're using to do screen sharing. We could do like annotation with this software. I'll briefly show that off. So if you're in the middle of your presentation, you want to highlight the fact that we're using Zoom. We've got this annotation feature here. We can actually go ahead and do like arrows, so I can point to here's Zoom. That's connecting us to the network, to the cloud, and allowing everyone else to join into that cloud, right? So this is just a little bit about the the annotation capabilities. I could do remote control. I could give someone control of my computer. They can take me through the process, but you don't have to do that. Google actually has something called Google Hangouts Live.
Yep.
So you can actually just use Google Hangouts Live. You don't need vMix. You don't need the Epiphan piece. You don't need any of that. You can actually have up to 9 people at this point have a little talk show with Google Hangouts Live, and a lot of people are doing that as well. But what we're showing here is, the ability to have up to 50 people, stream it all to YouTube Live, and still have that video conferencing feel where everyone has video and audio, everyone can independently record, share their screens, and do a high-quality video conference as well.
And we just highly recommend Zoom, having used it a lot. They definitely have a very easy-to-use platform, straightforward, easy to set up, easy to use. So
more powerful than Google Hangouts. And if you start using it, you're probably not gonna be able to stop, so be careful.
Yeah, we use it daily, exactly. So
all right, so that's how we do our stream, but today we're really focusing on camera control.
Yep.
So
different options for camera.
All the different options. We're also going to talk about this brand new Crestron 6-port HDMI switch we talked about in our promo video. We promise we're not just going to talk about our products. We are going to, from time to time, when there's an exceptionally new and cool USB-based product, we're going to bring it in and review it. So we don't want this to always be about HuddleCam HD, but we do have enough new products and enough new things happening to fill, half-hour, 45-minute, live stream every week. We got a lot of new stuff.
Well, yeah, hopefully something that's relevant, to the point, but, not too inundating.
So I want to start by showing the remote control. Pat, if you want to hold that up, we'll zoom into it here. The actual IR remote control.
Okay.
Let's go ahead and zoom in on that. Just hold that right there. Okay. So this is the remote control here. As you can see, we can actually control up to 3 cameras with each HuddleCam HD remote control. And this is all the presets here. So if you want to set a preset, you hit set and the button. And to call, you would just hit the button and call. It's got zoom. We have a fast and a slow zoom here. So if you want to slowly zoom in, you got that option. And we'll show a little bit more finer detail with the software. But this is what you have on the remote. Down here we have our focus. So we've got our autofocus, ideal. That's probably what we're using now. Manual for the far and near. Pan, tilt, and zoom. And then we've got a left and a right limit. And what that is, that's for setting tours. So you can actually have a left and a right, click the scan button, and it'll scan between those 2 spots. Yeah. So during a large live event or something like that, you might want to just set the camera to go back, left, and right around the stage. Yeah. You can set a speed for that, so you can have a nice, slow PTZ back and forth while you're waiting for your live stream to start.
Yeah, one camera to just kind of maybe watch the crowd or go back and forth or something.
I mean, with a lot of these new live streams and the ability to stream multiple streams, it's nice to have at least one camera kind of panning around, better than a static image. This rev button will flip the camera image, so if you're doing a ceiling mount installation or a ceiling somehow inverted the image, you can do that. This is the backlight control, white balance, aperture control, digital zoom. Our 3x wide camera has a 16x digital zoom, so once you've passed the optical zoom, if you have digital zoom enabled, you can use that button. And then the format button will switch between like 4:3 and 16:9. So that's our IR remote. Let's zoom out here, get back to the next piece, which is going to be the software. So we're going to show off the software, and then we're going to show off our joystick controller. So with the software, we have, I'm going to go ahead and share my screen again. Again, this is our vMix background. I'm going to share a view of our HuddleCam 10X and this control software right here. So I'm going to pull up a software called AMCAP, which is what we normally use for viewing cameras, and that's going to stay in a 16:9 1080p format there. Stretch it out a little bit. There we go. So this is our camera view here, and then over here we have the actual camera controls. So this PTZ Pro controller over here is our HuddleCam Visca control software.
Yep, and that is actually going USB out. It's a USB to serial
adapter.
DB9 adapter, and then from there right into the Visca port, the Visca in on the back of the HuddleCam, which is an 8-pin mini DIN connector. So
it does have an in and out on the back of it, so once we're done showing this off, we will turn the camera off, kind of flip it around, show it to you guys. There's an in and an out. So if you have 3, 4, 5 cameras out in a line, you can daisy chain them and gain control that way. And then right down here, we can just flip through cameras and control the different ones.
Yeah, we only have one hooked up right now. But.
Yeah, we just have one right now. Let's kind of go through this right-hand menu here so that I can show. In fact, you know what? I need to move this little picture of ourselves up a little bit. So right now, there's a virtual joystick here where you can use to just kind of PTZ. Also, you can plug in a USB joystick.
Yep.
So you can just plug in a gaming joystick and then control it that way. I'm going to show off the PTZ pad, and then you can actually just use your keyboard as well. So there's you can set your keyboard to control the camera as well. So we've got really nice pan tilt zoom controls here. If I want to do a super slow, this is my speed bar below. So now you see I'm doing real slow. Even go a little slower. Nice little PTZ control, so we can do fine tuning. And that speed actually isn't bad. Our PTZ visual is where this really shines. So what this allows us to do is lay out presets on the actual camera itself. So what I can do here is, that's my preset 1, and then I've got a second preset here, which is preset 2. You can see that zooms right into the HuddleCam Air there. So imagine a complicated scenario. You know, you've got an orchestra or an auditorium, and you've got a whole bunch of different presets areas, and you don't want to remember 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. It just gets to be crazy. You just lay them out here, and let's just do another one to kind of show how this works.
Yeah, so we have a couple pictures of examples up on the site as well that shows this, and this is everything from churches with sections to auditoriums, or even boardrooms, right? So a table like ours here, you can just you can even add pictures to this preset visualizer, so you could have one picture for each seat, and it just goes right into the PTZ visualizer, which is nice. It's just a nice laid out, easy way of kind of clicking the button and seeing your preset come up.
So here I have the 3x wide zoomed into, so I'm going to set that preset, and then what I'm going to do is I'm going to drag number 3 over to the 3x wide. So now when I double click 2, it's going to go right to the HuddleCam Air. When I double click 3, it's going to go right to the HuddleCam 3x wide. So it's just easier just to make things double click. I guess we'll just do one more for the sake of showing off this software, and then we'll move over to the joystick controller. But here is here's the HuddleCam 3x there.
I think that's the 10x720.
Is it 10x720?
Yep.
All right. So I'll make that number 4, 10x720 set. Put number 4 out here. Now I can go from 3, and look how fast that is. Boom, 2, back to 4, and it's just that easy.
Yeah.
I mean, whether it's the classroom. In fact, let's show our examples that we have on our website. Let's go to huddlecamhd.com. quickly show you our website here. As you can see, we've got our camera control here. And we've got a couple different
oh yeah, we should mention that you
videos.
can pull this up on your network and use your other devices.
Let's show that. Good point. So on this picture here, what we're showing is we can actually host an IP address. So we can host out an IP address, and then you can pick this up on any computer on your network, any smartphone, any iPad, any Android.
Yep. Just plug in that IP address. You will have to be on the network, but that's not too much of an issue, especially if you're on the school network or on the guest network. Or
now, with that being said, you can actually put it to the outside IP address. So if you put this will give you an outside IP address. You just need to open up your firewall, and then the far end, people from anywhere in the world can control the camera, and that's good for telemedicine and different areas of focus in that regard. It looks like our pictures. This is a pretty good picture here of a boardroom using it. We've got some pretty good pictures
somewhere on there.
that are somewhere on here. Let's see if they're on the data sheet. I think there's a couple pictures on the data sheet. Here we go. Down here, we've got it being shown in like an opera.
Oh, yep, there you go.
I actually was talking to somebody yesterday who was excited about using it for an opera because there's a lot of different presets that you might have, and this is going to give you the ability to kind of get each violinist, trombonist, whatever they are.
And this it's nice, especially if you have a live action shot, right? So you can go in there and just upload whatever picture you want, right? So you can have it empty desks, or you can have it actually the classroom. You can like live update it. You can take the latest image you have and just go ahead and set presets, which is really straightforward.
So I'm going to go ahead and hide the preset visualizer. Go back to my preset 1. And just finish up this software review here. Again, there's the presets here. The presets do have names, and that's ideal because now you don't need to remember which preset is. You can actually name these guys.
Yep. And up to
255, I believe.
Yeah, 255. So that's I always think you could use that for each individual chair in a theater, right? A1 or C23, or exact classrooms. You could label the kids.
Yeah, we've got some pictures of that.
So
there's the options are pretty much endless. So again, we can go through different cameras. And the one thing we should show about this is that the PTZ visual, when you switch the camera, it will actually follow. Now, I don't have anything set for camera 2, but you can have different backgrounds per camera, which is kind of nice. This web control button here, when it's on, that means we're hosting it on our network. And when we hit the About button here, that's the IP address that you could type in from any computer on your network. I could do that now. Might as well do. If we're going to do this full demo, we might as well do it.
Yeah, if we're doing everything else,
I type this into my browser, and boom. Now I've got my web remote here. So now I can control the camera right through here, do all the presets. So that's our web remote there. Might as well show it off. And then there's another one that's called IP control. That's a higher quality IP client that comes free with the software. You can install that on any Windows computer and just type the IP address in. That's ideal for remote control outside your network. You can see here we have an external IP address. That will work outside your network, assuming that you don't have a firewall blocking it. If you do have a firewall blocking it, you want to just talk to your IT team. There's some really easy ways. We have a blog post on how to do it. It's very easy to just take this one IP address, bring it exposed to the outside world. It's not a security risk. It's just camera control.
Yep.
There's no video being placed over it, so it is still HIPAA compliant.
Yeah, and there's also methods here of you're right. It is just camera control. It's not It's easy enough to kind of send one IP address outside of your network without it being too much of an issue.
Yep, it's not really opening up your network to any security threats. It's just allowing you to control it outside your network. Then we get the preset scan here. That would allow us to actually scan between the presets that we have. So that's what it's going to do right now. And you can see it's counting down here. So it's actually saying, okay, that was 10 seconds. Now I'm going to go to the next preset. All right, 10 more seconds. I'll go to the next preset. And we can change the time here. That's the time there in between the presets. And it will just go in between presets. And it's a really nice way to kind of take a camera and automate it. You know, not have to worry about the controls so much because you're doing other things. This is all about automation and making it easy for the end user. So that's pretty much it.
Yep.
There is one other tab, which is the advanced settings here. You can see here, this is where we get into those Sony Visca commands that really get deep into the integration. You can see here we can do tally lights, backlight, mirror image, freezing, white balance, gain. Everything that's available in advanced Sony Visca commands is available here. So I won't go into everything, but it is really powerful for camera control.
Yep. So just want to point out to our camera, this is the one that should be moving.
Mm-hmm.
You're up in the little box there. So
yep. That's the camera we're moving around. Let's move it like kind of quickly. Let's see how fast we can go left to right. Kind of show off the speed of it. Oh, actually, you know what? It moves faster when it's fully zoomed out. So that's the PTZ of it. Our 3x camera can do a full 360-degree PTZ.
So can the 10x720.
So can the 10x720, you're right. So that's it moving around a little bit there. Just wanted to kind of show that off. Oh yeah, there it is. Now it's zipping.
Yep.
So it's
and
fast.
You can also adjust the motor speed via the on-screen display menu.
Yes.
So that is something that you can adjust for either fine-tuning it or...
In fact, you know what, Pat? It's probably not a bad idea to show that off, too. We're really trying to just show everything off, so that this is going to be a really good video for everyone. Let me share...
Yeah, so I can kind of move to the side here and...
Yeah, go ahead and...
bring up the on-screen display menu.
Bring up the OSD. Okay. So, Pat's going to show the OSD menu here.
So you got two. You have the dome and the lens. The dome should pull it up.
There we go. So this controls the PTZ speeds,
right,
scan speeds,
tilt, span, bore, stuff
proportion,
like that.
yep.
Frame, and that's the dome.
And then there's one more OSD menu for the lens. Backlight compensation, sharpness. White balance, shutter speed, iris control. Really helps you get that fine-tuned focus that you'll need.
Not all rooms were created equally, right? You know, because some depending on the lighting challenges of your room, if it's glass walls and stuff like that, each room has its own challenges. So it's definitely nice to have those features to be able to fine-tune the image to your preferences.
Turn that preset scan off. That was getting a little crazy. All right, exit, and let's go ahead and plug it into the joystick now. So while we're doing this, I'll just show, this is the USB to RS-232 adapter that we were just using with the included DB9 to RS-232 cable with the camera. This is optional because not everybody needs this, so we don't ship it with every camera. It's about $20. It's an off-the-shelf item. This individual unit is from DigiKey, and it is required for the RS-232 to USB adapter. So Pat's showing off the joystick. Let's move this over and do a little zoom in to the joystick. Move the coffee cup.
Yeah.
Let's see here. How can we show this off?
Maybe I can just kind of hold it around.
Yeah,
here.
maybe you can lay it on this. There we go.
Something like that.
Yeah, that's perfect.
All right. So yeah,
Camera in the view too.
Oh,
there we go. Perfect.
All right. So here we have our joystick. You can see it comes with the simple LED display. You got the address. It's the Visca protocol, which is what our cameras use, the baud rate. And this is where you can, if you had multiple cameras, you could select cameras. You got the.
So
right,
we probably could pop this thing, turn this thing around real quick, so I can show the back of this. Struggling a little bit here. Here we go. So the back of this shows that we can daisy chain. So Pat's just got it plugged in via RS-232. If we were to have a second, third, or fourth camera, we would just use a cascading RS-232 cable here and plug multiple cameras in via that port there.
Right. And this is just simple pan tilt zoom control. Right. And then you can see you basically twist the joystick to have it go in or zoom in or out. So you can kind of see
the lens moving there.
Yeah, the lens moving with just a simple twist. So it's just a nice simple add-on in case you want to get control away from just the remote that comes with the camera.
Yep, we looked at the remote, so obviously the joystick's a little cooler. It's $299. It'll control any RS-232 Visca or Pelco P or D camera. Yep. So that's pretty much every Sony out there, Panasonic, Canon. I mean, it will control it. Obviously, a lot of controls going IP these days. So that software we just showed you will allow you to control it over the network. Yep. But for $299, you really can't beat it. It's great for small little live streams like this. Control your camera. It's really fun.
Yep.
That's pretty much it. Is there anything else you want to mention about that?
I mean, you can control multiple cameras. You can set the presets. It's got your
preset control.
Yeah, your far, near, your autofocus. It's got most of your features that we've taken a look at already.
Yep, it's a 3D joystick.
Yeah,
it's a durable metal housing too. It really is a durable metal house for this piece of electronics. So even though it only comes with a 1-year warranty, it's pretty rugged, and you should be able to take this out to live streams no problem. Without you can beat it up a little bit. It's got a sturdy metal case there.
Yep. And we do get lots of questions about how far this stuff can extend. RS-232 tends to go pretty far.
Yes. I mean, in the neighborhood of you could say, let's just say roughly at least 500 feet.
Yeah.
If you can go 1,000. It depends on the baud rate you're using. I don't know it off the top of my head how all that works.
Yeah.
But 500 feet is like, what are you doing? Going across a football field?
Yeah, I mean, so generally you can get control pretty far, and you can daisy chain multiple cameras. You know, it's easy to just click cam 1 or cam 2, cam 3, and you're off and running.
So yeah, that's the joystick controller. So that's pretty much our entire what we've prepared for camera control. Is there anything we're missing? We got the IR remote, we got the software, we got the joystick. It's time to talk about
just the remote. Yeah, I think we're onto the
Crestron. Great. So this has been an amazing new piece, and what we want to do with these weekly live webinars is we want to show off the latest and greatest that is available from anybody out there today. So it just so happens that Crestron has built a 6-port microphone mixer with a USB 2.0 output.
Yep.
The story behind this is that Crestron built this for their Crestron RL system. Yeah, if you want to go ahead and zoom in on this. Crestron built this device for their Crestron RL systems. So if you don't know what those are Skype for Business room systems. And lo and behold, the MMX-6-USB, it still applies to pretty much any web conferencing service. So whether it's Zoom or GoToMeeting or WebEx or Adobe Connect, it'll work with pretty much any of those, because if you look at the back of it here, it's just a USB 2.0 output.
Right.
You can see that right there.
And then you just, select your mics or whatever you're using right in your software. So pretty simple. Bring the mics in and convert to USB out right into your PC.
There's really not anything else like this on the market. So you can see here we can provide phantom power. So we can actually power condenser microphones. So if you've already got a bunch of microphones that you're using with like a mixer or something like that, and you're looking for a way to bring them into a USB conference, this is a great way to do it. It's $800, and it does not have echo cancellation built in. Why? Because Skype for Business has echo cancellation. Zoom has echo cancellation, and a lot of times you can't turn it off. So if you're using a device that has echo cancellation, it can actually be an issue because they fight each other.
Yep. So
Crestron specifically made this device without echo cancellation so that it won't fight with Skype for Business built-in AAC.
Yeah.
So this works with a bunch of Shure microphones out there. It works with the Audio-Technica microphones. So this is a really nice piece. We expect that a lot of integrators are going to take this and take those systems they installed 10 years ago that don't support cloud-based video conferencing and retrofit them with this Crestron piece.
Yeah.
The only other thing out on the market like this that I've seen is the Phoenix Audio Octopus. Those are still awesome products. They have echo cancellation built in, which gives them a higher price tag. They also have the option to have a built-in amplifier.
Yeah.
Which with this, you need your own amplifier.
Yeah, the Phoenix Audio has a couple different models that fit some various scenarios, which includes integrating your PSTN or digital phone as well. So it's kind of slightly
it's
different.
Definitely a different product. This is a lower cost solution than if you just need USB. You're good to go. But if you need more than that, Phoenix Audio is a great solution. So we just wanted to kind of show this off since it's brand new. A lot of people don't know it exists yet, so we're doing our fair share to spread the good news. And that's everything for our show today.
Yeah, yep, and once again, I think this Crestron piece is going to be interesting for people trying to bring cloud-based video conferencing into existing boardrooms, right? So there are a lot of boardrooms out there that have expensive equipment in there already, and they have their H.323 systems and everything like that. But this is a good way where they can cross over and bring in cloud-based conferencing systems. So Skype for Business, Link is a big one, and we had a couple clients that say they're moving over to digital telephony altogether, or VoIP, right? So it's kind of their entire phone-based system is now on their computers. They have computer-based headsets and stuff instead of phones. A lot of people are moving that way. But
that's a good point. So that's our show. Next week, we're definitely going to be giving away a free Zoom video conferencing professional license. So if you join the webinar, we will be giving that away for free. We went over everything, so thank you for watching. Next week, what is the plan for next week, Pat?
Yeah, I think next week we have...
We're going to be going over the Huddle Cam Air?
Yeah, the Huddle Cam Air.
Huddle Cam Air.
Some wireless setups.
Wireless setups. The Huddle Pod Air, which is our wireless speakerphone. I think next week we're going to dedicate it to wireless products. So Huddle Cam HD is emerging as a leader in wireless USB. We have a wireless USB conference camera, a wireless USB speakerphone, and then we're probably going to pull in some other cool wireless products like the new wireless HDMI product from Havivision.
Yeah, there you go.
So thank you for watching. Stay tuned for next week, and we'll end with this commercial.